Everything you need to know about organizational culture from my kitchen. Organizational culture is a shared belief system, what we value, how we see the world, what our expectations are. Organizational culture is one of the most important concepts in organizational behavior because it allows us to really understand the context in which people are doing work. Some organizations have very weak cultures, and a weak culture is just a culture full of fragmented ideas and values. There's no shared collective understanding. A strong culture, on the other hand, is very applied across majority of people in the organization, and people really understand what the values are, what the beliefs are. When you get into an organization, usually you go through this onboarding process where they're introducing you to the organization and trying to socialize you into their culture. Socializing meaning teaching you the values, the ropes, how things go around here. If you think about the place that you currently work, you can start to think about what culture it has potentially. To figure out an organization's culture, especially the culture that they enact, you look for artifacts. Artifacts are just symbols that are around your organization that give you hints into what they value. Artifacts can include employee handbooks. It can include things that are on the wall. It can even include the way meetings are handled. Sometimes you enter an organization and you kind of band together with a group of misfits who are actually culturally against what the organizational culture stands for. And that's called countercultures. See, within an organizational culture, there's also subcultures, which is like smaller little cultures within the organization. And some of the cultures are counterculture, and they actually go against what the organization is trying to do. If you like what the organization is doing, then there's this culture fit. There's like a fit between the way you value life and what you value and what the organization is valuing. So what's the big takeaway? What do we need to know about organizational culture? Organizational culture is shared belief systems and values that are hard to change once they're fully implemented. Inertia is this resistance that we have when we're trying to do a change. And when we're trying to change something as elusive as culture, there's going to be a lot of inertia. So organizational culture allows us to see the context of employee work. Some organizational contexts are actually very helpful for productivity and efficiency, while other cultures just kind of compromise any type of integrity of work. So there you have it, organizational culture from my kitchen.